Hi everybody, thank you for joining me again today on my channel. I hope everyone had a really good holiday and a Merry Christmas. This video was supposed to be up on Christmas Day, but what I was trying to do for our Christmas in December is actually share with you my December daily. And believe it or not, I actually finished the whole thing. I finished it yesterday, so I'm just a couple days behind. So that's why I didn't post on the 25th. But I just wanted to share with you what I ended up making. Now, as many of you who watch my videos know, I hemmed and hawed about how I was going to document December, whether I was going to use a traveler's notebook or I was going to use my new 3-inch Allie Edward album. And then I had found an album that was in my closet that I've had for a while, and it was just a simple stories one. So I went ahead and put this together. And I was thinking I wasn't going to have a lot and to fill up the album, and so I thought this one, I think it's maybe like a 1.5, 2-inch spine, would have been big enough for the whole year. Well, no, it wasn't. So as you can see, it's huge and chunky. And then I have another one that's huge and chunky. So the good thing is I got two things out of my stash that have been sitting here for a couple years. The other good thing is that I finished December daily and it's still December of 2020. So I am beyond excited. And so today I'm going to be putting away all of my Christmas things and then getting back into my preparing for January, where we are going to be doing 31 days of layouts, but it's going to be using only one full sheet of 12 by 12 paper, and the rest is going to be scraps. So it's kind of the premise of out with the old to make room for the new as we prepare to kick off the new year strong and make a lot of layouts. Sorry. So I'm going to try and make this a little bit quick and show you, just do a quick flip through my album. So this is album number 1, and then this is album number 2. Now I could have gone and switched over to my Allie Edwards album, which was bigger. However, I really loved my cover, and I've never decorated my covers in the past, and so I really was happy with how this turned out. I had this die cut or sticker that had been from, I want to say, I got this at like Hobby Lobby, and I want to say it's a Jolie sticker Santa, and I love that with a doily. And then these are from Shandy. She has an Etsy shop, and she is selling all different kinds of wood veneer and things. So I have quite a few of her things I purchased. Some items are from my Secret Not Secret advent calendar like this. So it's kind of a mix of a lot of different things. So I'm going to put this one to the side, and we'll just go ahead and start. Now, again, I do apologize because you're going to get some glare because obviously they're in the page protectors. So I belong to the December Daily Inspiration group on Facebook. And I'm sorry I don't have the name of the person that posted it, but she made this door and I absolutely loved it. She used a brad to use as the door handle. She put the year on the side. And to me, it was like opening up your home to everyone to see, you know, your holidays. And then on the inside is a flip through where I put my my journaling about my intentions. And then because this is a picture of the door, I put a black and white photo of the front of our house with all the lights lit up. And so, and again, using some old wood veneer I had in my home. So I cannot take credit for this. This was scrap lifted from one of the people on my December Daily Inspiration group. Love it, love it, love it. On the other side, I just backed it with a piece of scrap paper that I had. December 1st was the 2-month birthday of my third grandson, Carter, so I just went ahead and did that about him. And in the mail, I also received my scrappy Redefined Creatives advent calendar, so I took a picture of that and just did a little journaling about how excited I was to have the advent calendar. Day number 2, we did a little Netflix and watched the Bad Moms Christmas. And I took a picture of my cat just napping in the sunshine. It was a very chill day, so I just used the 4x6 card that said peace. I used a lot of old pocket page cards trying to use up in my stash. This one I used my fuse tool and some old glitter or sequins that I had, along with some wood veneer stars that I got from Queen & Company, and made my shaker pocket. And this is just me and my sister. We were visiting a vintage shop that we go to, one of our friends who she's used to sell Creative Memories, and so she's kind of our scrappy leader. She now has a vintage shop, so we make sure we stop out there and support her small business. And then on the other side, for day 4, I just took pictures of all my snowmen that I put up. Again, it was kind of a work day and didn't have much going on. This one I just wrote, "'Tis the Season." It's hard to see probably on the camera because of the busy background, but I can see it up close. I used some Queen & Company little gems, like for ring binders, an old penguin I had, and then this snow globe came to put together in my Redefine Creative Advent calendar, so I just did that. On this page, I'm talking about my son and my future daughter-in-law. So this picture was actually from November, where she said yes when he proposed, but on the 5th we actually went wedding dress shopping. Now she didn't buy any of these dresses, but I did want to document their engagement because that was exciting for the year. So I have a picture of them together. I have their dogs that are wearing their bandanas that says "She said yes," and "My humans are getting married." This is a picture of them in front of her sister's barn, and they decided that they're going to have the reception out here at the family farm, or her sister's farm. That way, depending on COVID, they can either go small or big, whatever, the circumstances are. Again, wedding dress shopping. She was beautiful in the dresses. On the back side, I documented some of the movies that we've watched this December. I don't have everything in yet, and I still have room for 2 more in my little reel. So we watched like A White Christmas, Operation Christmas Drop, Christmas Break-In, Holiday in Africa, Bad Moms, the Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2, Christmas Survival, The Grinch, Christmas Story, Surviving Christmas, A Christmas Carol, and like I said, we're still watching movies, so I'll add 2 more, and then I'll have to do something with the back side of this. On day 7, I just did something on peace, because I love going and turning off all the lights in the house and just having the Christmas trees lit with the white lights, so that's kind of what this was all about. It's a little dark, but that's kind of the view I get when I'm sitting watching TV with just the Christmas lights on. Then I have for day 8, I have me sitting at my desk working because I'm working from home right now, so I wanted to document that. And then I wrote about it. And then here is a picture of a letter and a card that my mom sent along with our Christmas check that she gave. And then here I just used one of the pocket pages and one of my 4x6 cards, and I have her letter, which is sweet, in the pocket here so I can keep it, and it's just a very personal, sweet note that I don't want to lose. This is a die cut that I made using my Cricut and Cricut's Design Space. Here I went ahead and took a picture of just some of the gifts that have come in through Amazon, and then I used one of the wood veneers from Shandy's shop on Etsy, and it just says, "Here comes Amazon, here comes Amazon right down my driveway." So I thought that was kind of cute for all the presents that had started arriving through Amazon. And then the card says, "Being together is the best gift of all, but when you have to give, Amazon delivers." And so I just kind of was a nod to my Amazon shopping and not having to leave my house. Day 10, This is just a close-up of all the random cards that I've made through the through the 25th of the month YouTube pages. So I was able to go and get them all out, took a close-up shot, and that's what I used to send out some happy holidays, Christmas cheer. This is a die cut that I got from Tracy Reed. Had her printables that I just went ahead and cut out. This, I believe, is from probably from Cricut again. And then I'm just using up my numbers that I've had in my stash forever that were from Schmel. Here is a nod to Christina Sorge and the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. They had their Redefined Creative Happy Holidays party, so I have a copy of the bingo card and then 2 pictures of our Zoom party that we had online where we had a lot of little scrappy fun. Day 12 was actually a day that we had a lot going on, so we got to go see Santa Claus from Socially Distant. We went to a little local zoo that we were able to go and see Santa. He sat on his porch and the kids were able to stand in front of him and still get their Christmas picture with Santa. And then I did a flip up of like their little beaver that was, or otter that was coming right up to the window. Cougars, a swan, the train that was in front of Santa's shop. I have this little pullout that has a little reindeer that they had decorating. And then I took tons of pictures, and it's hard for me to pick which one I want to keep. So I made a pocket, and then I've had these cards for quite a while, and I had 2 packs of them. They were just different ones from Pink Paisley. I think I got them at Tuesday morning. So on the back of them, I just did lovely glitter tape, which is shedding glitter everywhere, of the kids when they were at the Christmas town. So they had all the cut aparts. They had this tree made from antlers. They had a naughty and nice with the elves. Here they had the elf at the barn. Then they had all of the reindeer. So here is Dasher. And then my husband was holding the grandkids up so that Dasher could give them each a kiss. So those were adorable. They have a picture in front of their Christmas tree and sled, a kangaroo, in front of the cougar cage, more in front of the cougar cage. They had a camel and a bobcat. There was like a hyena and some other animals they had there too, but I didn't include those in. So this has helped to make it chunky. I've just kind of spread them out a little bit. So they're in there. On the back side of this, on day 13, our local fire department did a parade through town where we could sit on our front porch and see Santa Claus come visit. And they just had a few local businesses, like this was a tow truck driver that lit up everything on the tow truck with lights. And they had carolers, and they just drove through town wishing everyone a Merry Christmas from the safety of our own homes. And then that night we also went to a local pumpkin farm that is by our home, that for the holidays they went ahead and did a light display. So I'm talking about that. So my husband and I went and visited, and they did this beautiful drive-through light display, so you didn't even have to get out of your car. Day 14, I just showed some of my decorations again. I don't think we had anything going on. So this is a picture of one of our villages that we have up on a mantle, and talk about this was the first village that I have ever bought. And then I have my village puzzle picture that I have, and just talked about that. Day 15, I was decorating the Christmas tree. I was kind of procrastinating about putting the ornaments up, so I actually started getting them all up. So there's a picture of me decorating the tree, and then here is a picture of the tree after it's all decorated. And I just did more wood veneers that I had. This one I think I had in my stash, trim the tree, and then this is one of Shandy's wood veneers. And I just put it on a piece of Bella Boulevard vellum that has like green dots on it. And so that's that. And then on the back side, this is a cut apart that Christina gave in our Secret, Not Secret, Kit Club Advent calendar, along with this tag, and these red stars also came in the Advent calendar. And so I put that on this side. And then the bag from the Advent calendar I used to show my new ornament I got this year, which was a gnome that I bought at my friend Vicky's shop. And so I just say gnome for the holidays with number 16. On the back side of that, I just wrote about working from home. This is one of Shandy's wood veneer cutouts. They were all separate little pieces. I just glued the ornaments and the star to the tree. You could use them for a shaker pocket, but I was just talking about the fact that when we're at work, the company I work for always decorates the building, and so a nod to decorating my place of employment for Christmas, I put a Christmas tree up in my office, and so I just took a picture of that. So you can see my computer screen, and I just have my little 4-foot tree, and all of my little Santa ornaments were on the tree for day number 17, and I just made shaker pockets, used a little bit of Pink Fresh puffy stickers that I've had in my stash. And then day number 18 were just pictures of presents that were wrapped up and that were stacked up the stairway of our home, the wrapping paper that we used this year, and then Christina in our Secret Not Secret Advent calendar gave us this wood veneer. It says special delivery from the North Pole, made in Santa's workshop, that I thought worked great for this. And this is just some old paper scraps that I had. So that is book number 1. And now we'll just go quickly to book number 2. And again, this is just a Simple Stories book. This is a wood veneer that I got from Christina in the our Advent calendar. These stars were part of the Allie Edwards kit that I got from HSN. This is a wood veneer key from Christina, and then a tag that she gave us said Santa Magic Key. And it just says, with a sprinkle of magic and a dash of holiday cheer, this key only works one special day a year. Place this key on Christmas Eve somewhere that I can plainly see. Love, Santa Claus. And so I put this on the shelf by our Christmas tree, so I thought that was somewhere that Santa can plainly see. In here, I decorated the front cover. This is, again, I got the little tag at the dollar store, the stars from Allie Edwards kit. The heart came from Christina's Advent calendar along with a stocking. This little doily I had in my stash, and I put it together like I had seen Janet with RTS had done on the Scrappy Inspiration YouTube thing that Alice and I forget who all was on it, but it was a weekend where we watched videos all weekend and chatted. Anyways, it was a great weekend, and one of her tricks that she taught was this, putting the doily on. This came in the Advent calendar. Shandy, with my wood veneers, had them all wrapped in this gold tissue paper, so I just put that in and made a little Christmas scene here. I have day 19. I was doing a lot of baking, so Christina had given us a recipe card, and so I put my recipe on there. I have my little Rolo pretzels things that I made, and then the walnut ball cookies, which is the recipe here, and then a sticker that came from Christina with the Made with Love Mrs. Claus for day 19. Day 20, we had the kids all come over. I have a shaker box or pocket that I made using all the wood veneers from Shandy, and there's like little candies and gingerbread and all icing packets and things to decorate gingerbreads. So here's a picture of my daughter and the grandkids doing their gingerbread house. Here is on one of the bags I got in my Advent calendar, the finished gingerbread house, and it just says, "Oh, what fun." I put in a couple More pictures of them actually decorating the gingerbread house. And then on the other side, I had another bag that I just liked. It's the most wonderful time of year, so I just put that in as a filler. I got this tag in my advent calendar. It says Mrs. Claus Bakery Fresh Baked Cookies, so I thought that was good for cookie decorating. More of Shandy's cute little wood veneers. Again, it's like spatulas and piping bags and different cookies, eggs, milk, all just kind of fun stuff, and it just says cookies and milk. And then I just used a 3x4 card that says let your heart be light, an old sticker I've had for years and years and years. It says bake cookies. This is me, my daughter, and my newest grandson Carter. And then here we get into the cookie decorating. So my future daughter-in-law making her cookie, everybody in the kitchen that we were decorating. Again, more, this would be my oldest grandson Dylan decorating his cookies, my middle grandson Preston decorating his, and then the baby. And then my boys, while we were all decorating cookies, were making lunch. We had just grilled cheese sandwiches and soup. So the guys were all cooking while the kids were all decorating. And then I have a close-up of all the decorations that they did on their cookies. Day 21 is kind of a joke, but there's my husband and I kind of crashed on the couch after having to go to work after the day before of entertaining the grandkids. So it was kind of a nod to how the littles wipe us out. Day 22, my daughter sent me a picture of Carter, so I had to include him. And then my cat, who is my current coworker, kind of hopped up on the table next to the tree and was looking cute, so I snapped a picture of him. Day 23, I ran to the grocery store to pick up some last minute stuff for Christmas Eve, and there was a beautiful rainbow, so I pulled over and took a picture of that. Here I had gone, after going to the grocery store, to the Starbucks, paid $4.90 or $3.99 for my hot chocolate, wanting to get my holiday cup, and I was so sad because I got a boring normal cup. It was so sad. So, but I had to document I got my Starbucks. And then I have here, this is just another cutout or printable that I got off of my Cricut. And to start my Christmas Eve, I just, this is an old Jolie's sticker pack that I've had forever, and I thought this was kind of a great way to start it off. The background paper is printable from Tracy Reed's collection, and I just wrote "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And then I did a shaker pocket with like the snowflakes and silver and red. And then there's a picture of my grandson peeking at the Christmas tree. And then just more of like my baby grandson Carter and his mom, and then my son and my son-in-law in the background. Here is my son and his fiance holding Carter. Carter not happy with the whole thing, so he's kind of giving me a frowny face. I did journaling about the whole event, and so here is more, the stars were from the advent calendar, and so was the candy cane. And I just talked about, you know, how this Christmas was a little bit different, but what we still, the traditions that we still kept. I just have, they're hard to see because it's dark in our house, but pictures of the boys got a Beyblade top spinning thing, and my kids had that when they were younger. So you had the big kids helping the little ones with their getting their Beyblade spinning. And then my son was actually doing the passing out of the presents, and I could actually sit and enjoy watching. And then my future daughter-in-law was helping the kids unwrap. So it was kind of nice to be able to sit and actually enjoy watching. Then we had, my daughter sent pictures of the kids on Christmas morning at their house. So just showing the joy of them opening presents. They were playing one of their games together. They got their video cards, so they're wearing their matching Spider-Man pajamas, playing their Xbox. our tradition is to go normally to a pizza place on Christmas Eve. And this year, my parents went and had pizzas uncooked, made, and then my sister delivered them to everybody's houses. So on Christmas Eve, we could actually go and make our pizza at home and keep the tradition going. Well, at our house, we did a ham dinner. So my husband and I actually cooked our pizza on Christmas Day. So we had that, which was kind of fun. And then to wrap it all up, I have a picture of my 3 grandkids that my daughter had posted on Facebook. She had a photographer come out to the farm and take a picture of them. And so I thought it was a great way to end my December daily. And on the back side, I have a picture of my 2 granddogs from my son and his fiance. She sent those of, this is Bear and Lucy, my babies. And so I've got them on there. And then what I do is I take all of the photo cards that I receive for the holiday and I just hole punch them and put them into my album. So this is all the family members and different cards of the people we love. And then in the pocket in the back, I have just the regular cards that we received tucked in to save in one place. And then the last thing I have here, we've all been talking about 2020 and just what a rough year it's been for everybody. But when you stop to think about it, I had a lot of good things that happened. I came up with 23, and things that were really important I put in red. So for example, in red was the birth of our grandson Carter, the engagement of my son and his fiance Emily. My dad turned 80, and I'm lucky. I have both of my parents still. My nephew and his wife are expecting a baby. You know, they've developed a vaccine. Whether you are a supporter or you are not, it's still a good thing that for those who want to receive a vaccine, hopefully, excuse me, this will help make our lives normal again. My nephew earned his doctorate this year, and my husband and I celebrated our 35th wedding anniversary. And there's a lot of other things that I've put in there too. I'm grateful for Netflix. If it wasn't for that, we would be bored to tears. We've actually been able to sit and have some quality time together watching that. Amazon Prime that allowed me to do my Christmas shopping safely from home. Zoom, I was able to see my parents all year long through video chat. The technology that's allowed me to be able to work safely from home. So, you know, there's things that, you know, yes, it's been a bad year, but if you stop and think about the things that are good about the year, you know, that was kind of what I want to be reflected also in my book, not just the, you know, the bad things of 2020. So that is it. I want to thank you if you stuck with me for the whole time. And again, I went from the idea of having a small traveler's notebook, which I think was going to be like this size, to having 2 full books. But I was very surprised. We made a definite effort at wanting to celebrate the season the best we could, and I think it was a success. Had a very good season. I want to wish you all a very blessed year and a safe new year, and excited to see what comes forward in 2021. Again, be on the lookout because I'm going to clean up my Christmas stuff and we are going to be in full-blown baby got scraps mode and making lots of videos for you for next month. So be on the lookout in January. You should be seeing a video every day from me. So I want to thank you. Merry Christmas, a little belated. Happy New Year, and the best wishes to you and your family.